we're now recording here. We're here with the legendary Szorki. He's tackling some of the he's tackling Interstellar Sentinel Caravan competition mode. We're taking a look at this build because we have some really exciting things coming up here in just a few months. We'll announce more during the BR Maratona, which will be awesome. But for now, Szorki is trying to figure out how to get better at this game. We're really starting to pull apart some of the bits, and I'm just doing a little commentary to help kind of coach him through this. Super in pocket. Szorki is getting pushed around, so the Lokis are almost escaping. Szorki resetting the board in a good way there. Manages to flail a tiny bit looking for a super. He was pushing the triangle button there. That's your power down functionality in case you need to stay or stick on a weapon set that really is your jam. Can also, in a pinch, if you really need to, you can dump a weapon to keep your chain combo multiplier going. Firebat's coming from the top side. Super in pocket. Boom. Big super reveal there. Szorki's trying to pick up the star gems. Not too bad there. Another super in pocket here. Szorki could definitely use a little bit more, I think, use of the super in order to collect more soul gems to almost get another super in pocket. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh no, the monster trophy just escaped there. Sometimes those things are a little harder to see than expected. Rule of thumb is kill everything with extreme prejudice in order to get monster trophies to appear. Monster trophies give you advanced routes in enemy surges. So one of the ways to get to the maximum scoring possible, which we're still figuring out what that is to make sure you collect all monster trophies. And by the way, a little fun fact for you out there in the crowd is if you manage to get all the monster trophies, you are playing at the skill level that I'm actually playing the game at. So it's always kind of fun to have that tucked in and see how people progress over time. Szorki having a hard time picking up this Mecha Demon Chopper. It's really starting to push him around. He does pop the Mecha Demon Chopper, which is great. Coming into, oh no! Ooh, that's gonna hurt, folks, just a little bit. Picks up the monster trophy here. Szorki is really being pushed to the back of his foot. These flesh walls are a pain in the butt. Here comes that secret. Ooh, he's sticking with it. Nice. Super. So one of the things I really like to do in that spot is I pull that super to kill the fairy broodmother nest, and then I pick up another super and I daisy chain, go all the way through them and into the undead dragon. So because the other thing that supers give you, they give you about 3 seconds of invulnerability. That's about more like 2.5 seconds. But the point is when in doubt, super not only cancels all the bullets, does boatloads of damage, still skill based, but also it will keep you from taking damage. So you can use that to your advantage in quite a few different ways. Szorki has a great weapon here. This is one of the favorite weapons. It took a long time to get this weapon into a state where people really wanted to stick with it. Now we have some fans that almost exclusively love to stick with this weapon because it just shreds. And then you get that really nice rapid shot of the top and the vertical rapid shot, or vertical rapid spread shot. That's what that thing's called. Szorki leaving a monster trophy behind there. Do have a super on deck, power up being picked up. We're sitting at the top of the maximum power ups at this point, which is great. Szorki saying, screw it, I'm not going to get pushed around by this broodmother. Broodmother's almost down. Here comes the spawns from the backside. These guys are tricky to dodge. There we go. Look at that. Good use of the power shot there for a second. Smart thinking. Typically, yeah, rapid shot is definitely better for fighting the broodmothers because they basically kind of pull an altered beast, like level 1 boss kind of flavor where they spawn copies of themselves. Oh, Szorki! Oh, Szorki did pick it up last second as the monster trophy was just leaving the screen there. Shadestress coming up. Another Shadestress here. 30 seconds left on the clock here. We got full health, full max health on top of it. Szorki's getting pushed around a little bit with this advanced version. We have a super in pocket here. Oh, Szorki taking some points of damage. He does unleashes the super, the Sea Saint going down into the drink. His chain combo multiplier. Ooh, he manages to pick it up. Chain combo multiplier at 2 at this point. Oh, interesting. Why is that? I gotta look at that. I'm not sure why we weren't picking up more chain combo multipliers there. I look at that again. All right. Yeah. Look at that. One of the first times I've ever seen Szorki collect all the Lokis. This is a very Devil May Cry in the rank side. So one of the keys to getting some of your best scores is that every time you complete one of the objectives, that will give you extra bonus points. So it's a big moment. But he did get a Bodacious. We're trying to bring Bodacious back. That used to be a thing in the 80s.
Okay. Yeah. Not too shabby.
Yeah, 71. I'll even turn on some light for my face. All right, so I'm starting to see Szorki settle in a little bit more between the use of the rapid shot and the power shot. Now, the trick is you have to kill everything with extreme prejudice. The moment the game starts to push you back and you snowball, getting reset is really key. Very common in using bombs, of course, and supers and other shmups. Very, very important for managing the chaos. Szorki changing his route at the beginning here winds up coming out of this with a less optimum weapon set because he wound up picking up the power up for the weapon over the hidden weapon plate. Normal power-ups always advance you one. Plate power-ups always give you something. It's like sort of like a bootstrap to later weapons. It's kind of a little catch-up mechanic for a lot of players too, which is nice. All right, coming into the Octoplasma Tickler weapon here. Szorki switching around a little bit. He's got a super in pocket. A lot of bullets out there on the screen right now. It's getting a little scary. Szorki deciding to get a good reset there. Now, what I'd really love to see is you start bird dogging these undead sea dragons. There are about 6 of them. So whenever you start to see one show up, the next one will come from either the top or the bottom. It generally goes top, bottom, top, bottom. Ooh, oh, Szorki gets smacked by a fairy. A fairy punched him right in his gizzard. Oh, my God. He's got a super in pocket. Those fire bats from that monster trophy are also a little scary. Whoa. Oh, close. Yeah, it's a little, we decided not to make them, that there are hints to show where monster trophies will show up. But it also means that you have to be able to see it. There's a lot of stuff to see in this game. Oh my God, big reset from Szorki here. Look at that. Picks up his weapons downer because he was flying on that triangle button a little bit, folks. Oh, nice, look at that. He switches the power shot. Point blank this thing. Or you can do that too. That works too. Nice. One of his best shots through there so far. Nice job on that, Szorki. Szorki picking up his monster trophy. Here come the monster trophy spawns. Got a super in pocket. Great use of super in these areas because the flesh walls also give you additional. Okay, remember we got the secret coming up. Let's not dump this. Leaving power ups on the board. Oh, picks up the one. We got to get on top of that power up a little bit faster there. Key is let's pop 2 supers if we can here. Super. Almost. Now Szorki's got to get out of here though. Ooh, he is flailing, folks. You can feel his butt muscles clenching right now. Oh God, where's he at? He's in downtown land. Skelly Scoocher's really putting it down. He's got a super in pocket. 1 hit point left in the bank. Woo, pulls that super. Getting a good board reset. Noticing that Szorki is often hitting that triangle button just by accident looking for the super. He's still getting comfortable. Nice, good reset on super. Good bullet cancel. Szorki can also get closer with this weapon in particular. All right, switching over to the homing missile barrage. These are fun.
They're super useful.
Mm-hmm.
You're smart, but not too smart.
Yep, exactly. And the Lost Soulless, they also attract. Uh-oh, super in pocket. Nice. Szorki says, fuck that noise. We're done with that. Great use of the super there. Good micro dodge. Up and around that curtain and back down through. Yeah, look at this. Szorki getting a little more comfortable. I love to see this kind of dexterity coming in. Needs to switch to that rapid shot here. He's spending way too much time down lane. She's going to escape. Oh, no. He's okay though. He's happy because he can go back to the homing missiles if he needs them. Fairy Broodmother about half down on the life side of things. Let's see. Ooh, she's gonna pop. Ooh, she pops. Gets a big bullet cancel. Szorki holding on for dear life. Oh, he almost made it through that. That was really close. All right, getting a new lease on life here. 0 lives in the bank. 1 hit point. This could be it, folks. There's a health power up there on board. He picks up 2 hit points in the bank now. 20 seconds left on the clock. Szorki noticing that monster trophy in the upper left corner and wondering, what did I need to kill for that? Chain combo multiplier. Behaving as it should, which is great. We're at 23 on the chain combo multiplier in this case. And with nice soft landing into the end of Caravan. All right, let's see. Somehow missed a few of those Lokis. Didn't get the no death bonus. Missed some of those monster trophies. Did collect that secret though. Much better at that overall. Not enough on the highness score or the Royale highness score. What's that? He's courageous. He's the most average courageous fellow you've ever seen. It's better than being determined though. All right.
But what do I have to queue to get those gold medals? The
monster trophies?
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't understand, because sometimes I can queue them, sometimes I can't.
Yeah, so when you see the ones that are transparent, that basically means that you need to kill everything generally on screen in addition to when you see one of those. And that will usually, as long as maybe a screen before and that screen, as long as no one has escaped, that'll spawn the monster trophy. Szorki working on his route here. Uh-oh, he just missed it. Oh, I don't know if he got that Loki. He did get the Loki. That was an amazing grab. He's still working on his route here. Dark Avian Mages. Szorki is doing a good job dodging through these. All right, good reset. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Head tosses are definitely, see, in that case, you can see the monster trophy appears because you killed all the head tosses and all the enemies. Nice, good use of that bottom power shot there. And a good use of the super there. He decides not to take damage, which is great. Nice. He's a little bit behind the curve right now. This is definitely more of a power shot situation. Or if you point blank, Szorki, with that rapid shot and you stick the weapon inside of the dragons, you can ride their faces.
Like the shotgun.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Nice. A little bit late on the monster trophy grab. Good use pulling into the super. Broodmother goes down, picking up boatloads of points right now. He is riding high, folks. 2 monster trophy medals in the bank, 300 chain combo multiplier. He is rolling. Now he's leaving points on the table with a super in pocket, though. Ooh, nice. Szorki's definitely focused right now. 325 left on the clock, 400 chain combo multiplier. Oh, just when I said that, he's starting to let things go. What happened there, folks? Did he just went sightseeing for a minute? I can't explain it. All right, he's trying to get control again. He's trying to work on his focus. Using that power shot, leaving those star gems on the board. It's a tough thing off those supers. Max hit points, which is in a good spot. Good use of that vertical laser there. Great job, Szorki. Szorki staying on top of his spawns here. Nice job. He really enjoys this part here. I think I usually see him coming through here pretty strong. Picks up the monster trophy for his efforts there. And now the monster trophy is active. Got a super in pocket if needed here. Switching through. Remember, we want to get through this section and get up to that secret sooner as opposed to later. You got to clear it out fast. There we go. There we go. Don't fall out. Pop a super. Oh, no, no, no. Szorki. Maximize your supers, bud. So a little pro tip out there for friends. If you have the super power-ups, those are the power-up items that have the green S on them. And if you have them showing up on screen and you have a super already ready, picking up more doesn't help you. It gives you points. So you really want to use your super. There's no reason not to. Pick up another super. Use it. Pick up a super. Use it. So you can daisy chain. You can get like 3 supers off that secret, which changes the entire route through here. See, I've got his brain now thinking about that. He's trying to optimize for the next strategy. It's tough when you're trying to think about strategy and also trying to figure out how not to die. That is the way of the shmup, my friends.
And breathe.
And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And to stay light on the stick. Szorki doing a good job using the Sunfire Beam. Soulblight Reaper is not putting too many problems down. We do have a super in pocket. These mini Skullzors, they actually produce a lot of soul bits. Uh-oh, we got a monster trophy in the backside. Oh, he picks it up. Takes a point of damage for his efforts there. Oh, no. These guys are really brutal. Szorki's just trying to face tank it. He is just holding on to his butt cheeks, folks. What is going on here? He has a power shot. He's looking for it. He switches to it. Nice job. All right, we're getting a little bit more control back to a point. Oh, just when I said that, things went squirrely. I think he took 2. How did he take? I thought he took 2 points of damage there. I got to take a look at that. 2 points of damage during Brood Mother. All right. What we're doing right now, folks, is we're basically playtesting. I'm watching from a newer but well-seasoned shmup player, really trying to attack the Caravan competition mode here. All right, Szorki. So we see that up there. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick this up. I think we missed something just one of the screens prior, unfortunately. 16 seconds left on the clock here. Head flares coming up. Oh, we dropped our chain combo multiplier there. Chain combo multiplier at 7 now. Every time you kill an enemy, your chain combo multiplier will go up, going up to 23 at this point. It's always important to make sure you're killing something without 7 seconds going by without either doing enough damage to a boss or killing enemies. All right, let's see what happened here. Coming down to the rank system. 126 million, one of his better runs so far. Seeker collected.
Courageous.
Yeah. I really enjoy doing the voiceovers. They're so fun. It's very, very Killer Instinct. Ultra combo!
Do you do the voiceovers?
Yeah, these are all me. Wait till you get your first S+ tier rank. It's a really fun saying. It's filled with so much power and joy. You know you're doing great voiceovers, just like with Killer Instinct, or Quake, Ultra Kill, Multi Kill. When the players are parroting back the words and they're just grooving hard. All right, Szorki.
You should try doing someone in English. English.
In English.
Yeah.
I can
versus Roba.
Yeah, well, Szorki, you can come do my my Portuguese voiceovers.
Oh yeah.
I just need some variables so I can hook up the localization.
Portuguese voiceovers. We can do some Brazilian jokes.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
And it'll be from with a mix of like that indie gaming retro arcade culture too. It'll be awesome.
You know that we are the #1 champions on the meme wars, right?
No doubt.
Yes. So Brazil is a meme machine.
That's so
meme
good.
factory machine.
Brazilians have so much energy. I want to go borrow some Brazilian energy. Fun little fact: I'm invested in the Brazilian solar array, solar farm energy infrastructure. Feels good.
Really?
Yeah. It's not a ton, but it's something. It pays dividends every month, which is nice. Alternative investment strategies, friends. You didn't think you'd be talking about this? Is what happens when we get old. We talk about games and weird things like that. Szorki getting a good use of that Flazer. Look at that. Super in pocket. Good use of that. Star gems all over the board there. Doesn't manage to pick up that second Broodmother with his super.
I noticed something. Here. Why I'm always being killed by those fairies.
Mm-hmm.
The blue background. They kind of blend in the blue background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, there's something I noticed.
Uh-huh. It's interesting that it's interesting you see the dull, the less saturated blues, and then that they're blending with the higher contrast blues that are for the fairies. Yeah, good. Yeah. Well, this isn't our best color palette background. I could switch them all to red. I mean, we have the level 8 version.
That's okay. Maybe I'm just colorblind or something.
Well, they are tough. They wind up stacking and they take up a lot of space. So super in pocket here. Takes a point of damage there. Shader's coming in, decides to pop that. Another Shader's coming back in. Ooh, Szorki just commanding it. Whose game is this right now? Szorki's game. Szorki picking up a super. All right, daisy chain the supers. Daisy chain the supers. Super. So now use that super to get through the undead dragon next time. But that was good. That was your first time doing that. Much better though. Much better. Uh-oh. Yeah, so the fairies, they take up almost the whole screen because they come in and they do these loops, right? And they're also shooting bullets. Yeah, they're really tough. There's a trick to the fairy nest. If you get down underneath them and you kill the nest, it kills the fairies. But so because they block shots, right? Or you use your power shot to kind of like point blank through them, or at least power shot through them. Minute 51 left on the clock. 90 million on the scoreboard here. Chain combo multiplier at 1. Oh, interesting. Huh. All right, I think we have a bug. I gotta talk to Sunny about that. Chain combo multiplier bug. It's definitely on the engine side. I'll have to figure that one out. We are using a beta version of the engine, so some collateral damage may occur.
Fair enough. That's why we're here, test pilots.
Yep, absolutely. Pixel pilots for life. STGs never die. Here comes a tricky spot. Let's see if Szorki can get this through the backside. Macro dodging. Nice job. Comes down behind the Hellhead turrets. Gotta switch. Rapid shot. Keep focused on her. She's getting burned down. Nice. Get that monster trophy. Yeah, he just picking up super. Yeah. Oh. Awesome. That's one of your best progressions through that section so far. Advanced Sea Satan coming down through here. Uh-oh, Szorki's getting routed a little bit. Uh-oh, Szorki is in trouble. He's in trouble, folks. Can he make this happen? Can he make it happen? Oh shit, he is panicked. Super. Nice picking off that super. Getting some extra points out of that, which is great. Chain combo multiplier up at 200 right now. 1 monster trophy medal in the bank. So Szorki, do you think it's just right in terms of difficulty and challenge, or should we go back to the previous version where you had more hit points for maximum and starting?
No, I think it's very good. It's very cavey-ish.
Okay.
And it keeps you on your toes, so I think it's pretty well balanced.
All right, awesome. Great to hear it. Look at that. All the Lokis.
It's not something, I think it's not something that people will like say, it's a walk in the park. No, definitely not.
Yeah, there's plenty.
And definitely there's a lot of things to figure out while you're playing. So yeah.
There is, it's one of the things, that's one of my design secret sauces, right? So in the main game, because basically this is an excerpt from the main campaign, and it's that when players play, like you can relatively speaking on casual difficulty with 30 lives, most middle of the road shmup players, they almost get their 1cc right off the bat. So and then it's really cool to see. I've seen players play for 140 hours before they've seen all the content across all 9 levels. So every level after level 1 has a hidden mini boss that's score gated based on monster trophies. Those are the advanced ones. And the game just has so much to give. So it's really a joy to see people that do what you do in shmups, which is to play, but also to see that the game changes and improves. It's kind of like a poor man's. It's not even poor man. It's my version of the rank system. So it means that I wind up building kind of 2 or 3 games layered on top of themselves. You kind of have the easy, the normal, and then you have the sort of medium, and then you have the much harder is when you're collecting all the monster trophies. Szorki doing a good job here. Oh no, I jinxed him. I jinxed him. I thought he was gonna pull that super, folks, but then he did not. He was listening to my stories, unfortunately.
Let me restart.
Yeah, I wish we had quick restart. That'd be amazing. And if you don't switch to power shot for those first string of undead dragons, get up in their faces with that rapid shot with that pinwheel. Just point blank and follow they basically do these undulating snake lines. All right, here we go. We're gonna get focused. All right, 4:58 left on the clock. Szorki trying to get his run together a little bit. Oh, nice. Oh, he wanted to dip it into the flesh wall there, by the way, folks. A little advanced there. Face checked it a bit. He does have 2 hit points now, which is great. Stay on top of the spawns. There we go. Great job. Szorki just riding in the front of that screen. It's a little bit more uncomfortable. Great job. He's starting to see those teleportation rings come in, which are basically, there's giant demons throwing stone heads into the screen. So, oh, super in pocket. Good use of that super last second there. 3 hit points left. Point blank. There we go. Point blank. Let's go closer. You can stick the entire gun in their face, but you got to get closer. This works too, though. Ooh. Oh, you can switch that power shot if you need it. There we go. There we go. Getting a little bit more clear here. Ooh, shit. 1 hit point. Super in pocket. Using that super. A little early, but you got another super in pocket. Also, when you have a super in pocket, if you're collecting lots of soul bits, then you're not using your super, so you're losing score on the table. It's an interesting balance.
I got it. Got it.
Ooh, monster trophy coming on the backside. Szorki taking a point of damage there. He's still trying to figure out how to deal with the fairy rudeness. There we go. Bottom side, bottom side. Yes, great job. Switch to the top. Oh, shit. Oh, we really got to pull apart this section for him. This is a tough spot. Super, super, super. Szorki still fat fingering that triangle button, pulling supers and weapon downers at the same time.
No, it's I figure out what's wrong.
Hmm.
There's something sticking to my R button here that's triggering the Y button together.
Oh, is it your finger?
Yeah. I think it's when I move my hand on a controller, I press this button here, which is triggering the Y button.
So also just so you know, you can you probably should take a look at this with me. So go to settings real quick, and then and then go down to controls, and then controller, and then here. So you can, they're named. So I was able to hack that into the engine. So if you want, for instance, some of the things I like to do, sometimes I like to put the super button on my L1 button, because then I don't have to reach, which is nice.
This is just press and...
Yep, just press. Look at that.
Okay, R1.
I know the numbers are funky, but still.
Power shot. Rapid shot here. Downgrade weapons, maybe.
Now you know Szorki's taking it to town. He's like, you know what I got, folks? I'm going to start remapping my buttons.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm going for my 1cc, that's one of the first things I do. I generally put super on one of my triggers. So less button switching on the face buttons is always better for me. Unless it's a Danmaku, then being able to ride between the two, the buttons, the focus shot and the rapid, feel pretty good too. So I usually don't change those around. All right, here we go. Starting off this rodeo again. Szorki's now in pocket. Picking up that weapon plate hidden in the flesh wall there. Picking up the second weapon plate. Oh no, he missed it. That's all right. It's not the end of the world. He left some points there behind. That was interesting. Oh, those are from the missiles. Nice. Nice. Szorki doing a great job picking up those head tosses. Look at how he's noticing and starting to see the enemy lines there, right? These lesser demons, got to shut them down. They put up a lot of space in terms of their bullets at this point. Super in pocket. A lot of bullets on screen. Ride these dragons. Ride these dragons. All right, that works too. Keep riding the dragons. Now, you can also alternate between rapid and power shots. You can just tap, and then that'll also reset your warm-up for your power shot. So you don't get caught always with the blowing your entire power shot and then having to wait for that 8-second recharge. Super, super, super. Oh, shit. Shit on my tacos. Fire bats are having a fun doy. Fun doy. I don't know what a doy is, but they're having it. Super in pocket here. Szorki definitely thinking about something else other than this game.
No, I was pressing the other button to release the super.
Ah, yeah, muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't double up the functions. That would be nice. Ooh, super, super, super nice. Got a super in pocket. Nice job watching the lines. I really like those Hell Taskmasters. Those demon cherubs are great. By the way, fun little fact is that those demon cherubs, they were created by having impregnated mothers. These dark avian mages wound up teleporting them when they're at 6 months in the womb. They teleport them into these vats, and then they open a portal to the demonic realm, and then they channel in demonic essence, and so they actually wind up getting formed, and they finish their accelerated growing in these vats. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's how they do it. Uh-oh, we're gonna lose that secret if not careful at the bottom. Szorki listened to story time with Dr. Bosky, getting fucked up a little bit. Super, super, super. Crossover, get in there. Oh, God. Whoa, picks up the extra ship, though, which is great. Nice. Not the most optimum through there, but he's still working on it, folks. Got a super in pocket. Super, super, super. Oh, yeah. 1 hit point in the bank. Got to play this careful. Health power up getting collected. 2 hit points. Nice. Stay on top of those dragons. Forward. Dragon. Forward. Dragon. Forward. Nice. There we go. 156 left on the clock. Get a little bit of breather here. All right. Here's the next challenging pod. Soulbright Reapers are kind of leading you to the direction to go. So I like to have enemies kind of leading you around the board, which is great. Oh shit! Szorki almost gets smacked by the Skullzors. Got to take care of this top monster trophy coming up at the top here. Monster trophy gets popped, which is great. Super in pocket if we need it. Super being used. Oh, and not quite enough to kill the mecha demon choppers, but that would have been the opportunity. Ooh, here comes a hard time. Micro dodging through that is really tough. It is possible, but tough. Ooh, the mecha demon choppers might get away here. We'll see. Leaving points on the board. Nope. Almost. He is trying to dunk down in there. Oh, so close. Rapid shot, rapid shot. Szorki's in the eye of the hurricane right now. Oh shit, takes a point of damage, 2 hit points left. There you go. Good micro dodging through there. Getting reset a little bit more. If you're getting pushed to the left side of the screen, it's tough because it gives things on the right side more time to enter. Got a super in pocket. Nice. Great use there. 35 seconds left on the clock. Shadstress is coming in. These guys are fun. These were the second enemies I ever prototyped. Yonder. And I was like, I could do this with the engine? Oh, I'm sold. These guys were inspired by Castlevania. A lot of my enemy designs are inspired by Castlevania. I'm a sucker for shooting demons. And yes, we didn't kill everything, so you saw that monster trophy. There's still more. The game has more to give. Especially in this ending sequence. I can't wait to see when you get to it the first time. We've got a couple rough spots. Not too bad. Just a couple that I think once you figure out your routes through and you stay on top of, you'll be in a good spot. All right. That was a bumpy run. Now, at this point, Szorki is reaching that point all gamers reach, which is you can keep working at it, but it's probably one of those things where some of the experience has to soak in. And that's always been me. Being a kid, I'd play. Well, being even an adult, being anything, it doesn't matter at this point. Playing games and getting to a boss, and then the boss is just brutal. I'm playing a Souls-like game or really a hard game or whatever it may be. And as I continue to play, my patience gets less and less, and then I want to go faster and faster. And then once I step back and I kind of do a rinse and wash in my mind for the gameplay experience, and usually when I sit down the next day, I have a much better chance of kicking the boss's ass. Just something that happens to my own psychology. Do those controls work for you, Szorki?
Yeah, it's working great, but I really have to go. It's getting late here for me.
All right.
But yeah,
I can't believe you're not going to check out Interstellar Sentinel 2 demo.
I'll try to download it. I don't know what's going on here. I'll try downloading it and then I'll let you know.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can work with some other people to figure out what's going on there too.
Okay. All right.
Let me stop watching there. Dude, all right. So
cheers, man.
Szorki, the other thing for you is we should be posting your high scores in the Interstellar Sentinel Discord at some point. So that way I can get you on the leaderboard and all that, because we track that. But anyways, dude, thanks for playing.
Okay.
Have a good evening. Bye.
No worries.
Thanks for watching out
there. You too. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.